What if Canon just dropped the camera that might shake up the entire mirrorless market in 2025? The Canon EOS R7 Mark II isn't just a sequel, it might be a signal. A bold move aimed straight at Sony's APS-C lineup and Fujifilm's hybrid dominance. You're watching Alt Buzz, and today we're breaking down why this camera could be Canon's next silent disruptor. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and let's dive in. We talked about the R7's legacy before, but now the stakes are different. When Canon launched the original R7 in 2022, it wasn't just another camera. It was Canon's declaration that they were serious about hybrid shooters. 32.5 megapixel, 30 frames per second electronic shooting, and 4K at 60 frames per second. It carved out its own space in a crowded market dominated by Sony's established APS-C lineup and Fujifilm's growing X-series momentum. But here's what made it special. It bridged the gap between photography purists and video creators without compromise. While competitors forced you to choose a lane, the R7 said, why not both? Wildlife photographers praised its reach and speed. Content creators loved its video specifications. Portrait photographers discovered that APS-C could deliver professional results when paired with Canon's growing RFS lens collection. The original R7 proved that Canon understood something crucial about modern creators. They don't fit into neat categories anymore. So how do you improve something that already nailed the formula for hybrid shooters? You don't just add megapixels. You reimagine what's possible. Industry sources suggest Canon isn't just upgrading the R7 Mark II, they're reimagining it. Picture this, a 40-megapixel stacked APS-C sensor that could deliver image quality rivaling full-frame cameras from just 5 years ago. But resolution is just the beginning of the story. The autofocus system reportedly features AI-driven subject tracking powered by the latest DIGIC processor that doesn't just follow your subject, it learns their behavior patterns. Imagine locking onto a bird mid-flight and not just tracking it, but predicting its next move. The system could freeze motion with nearly zero rolling shutter distortion, even at those blistering 40 frames per second burst rates. Then there's the video capabilities that could reshape expectations. 4K at 120 frames per second opens up creative possibilities that were exclusive to much more expensive cinema cameras just 2 years ago. Slow motion that captures every detail, every nuance of movement. And if sources are accurate about 6K raw external recording, we're talking about production-level capabilities in a body that weighs less than most full-frame alternatives. The in-body stabilization reportedly delivers 7 to 8 stops of compensation through advanced sensor shift technology. Think about what that means for real-world shooting. Handheld shots that look like they were filmed on a professional gimbal. Street photography in lighting conditions that would have been impossible just a generation ago. Wildlife photography where you can track subjects through dense foliage without losing sharpness. This is where things get interesting and where Canon's strategy becomes clear. Sony has the A700 with its AI-powered real-time tracking and 26-megapixel sensor that delivers solid performance across multiple shooting scenarios. Fujifilm counters with the X-H2's impressive 40-megapixel resolution and that legendary color science that makes every image feel like analog film, plus the XS20's 6.2K video capabilities that have won over countless content creators. But here's the chess move Canon might be making. While Sony focuses on computational photography algorithms and Fujifilm perfects their film simulation heritage, Canon is building something more comprehensive, an ecosystem. The RF mount lens lineup grows stronger every quarter, with options from ultra-wide to super telephoto that consistently deliver exceptional optical quality. Third-party support is exploding, with manufacturers like Sigma and Tamron jumping aboard. When you buy into Canon, you're not just buying a camera body, you're joining a system that keeps expanding its capabilities. Sony has the AI tricks and computational advantages. Fujifilm has color science and that distinctive aesthetic appeal. But Canon? They've got heritage, lens ecosystem depth, and now possibly the technical specifications to back it all up. The R7 Mark II could be positioned not just as another camera in the APS-C space, but as the definitive entry point into Canon's most mature mirrorless ecosystem. Consider the psychological factor. Canon users tend to stay Canon users. The brand loyalty runs deep, built over decades of reliable performance. If Canon can deliver flagship-level features in an APS-C body, they're not just competing for new customers, they're ensuring their existing base never has a reason to look elsewhere. But here's the twist that makes this entire situation fascinating. Canon hasn't said a word. No teaser campaigns, no carefully orchestrated roadmap reveals, no influencer briefings or trade show previews. The silence is deafening, and in the camera industry, silence usually means something significant is brewing. Maybe Canon is playing a different game entirely. While Sony and Fujifilm battle for social media attention and reviewer mindshare, Canon might be waiting for the perfect moment to show their hand. They could be timing this announcement with a comprehensive RFS lens refresh that redefines what APS-C mirrorless photography means. Imagine launching the R7 Mark II alongside 3 or 4 new RFS lenses that cover every shooting scenario from macro to wildlife. Or consider this possibility. Canon might be planning a price disruption that completely reshuffles the market dynamics. The estimated $1,700 to $1,900 price point puts it directly between Sony's A6700 and Fujifilm's X-H2. That's not accidental positioning. That's strategic warfare designed to offer superior specifications at a price point that makes competitors' offerings look either underpowered or overpriced. There's another angle worth considering. Canon's silence might reflect confidence rather than uncertainty. When you know you have a winner, sometimes the best strategy is to let anticipation build while competitors commit to their current generation products. Every month, Sony and Fujifilm spend promoting their current cameras as another month closer to Canon, potentially making those cameras look obsolete. The Canon R7 Mark II may not be the loudest camera of 2025, but that might be the point. While competitors chase social media buzz and influencer partnerships, Canon might be quietly building the camera that hybrid shooters actually need. If Canon delivers on these features, we're looking at a camera that could redefine expectations for APS-C performance. The question isn't whether it's good enough to compete. The question is whether Sony and Fujifilm are ready for Canon to stop playing catch-up and start setting the pace. So here's my question for you. If Canon delivers on these features, would you skip Sony or Fuji for it? Or is Canon still playing catch-up in your mind? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe to Alt Buzz for more brutally honest insights. Hit that notification bell and consider joining our channel membership for exclusive content drops. Until next time, keep shooting.